Thank you. Councillor Perruzza to speak.
Thank you, Speaker. Speakers, I have a motion as well. It's on the screen, and I suspect it's being circulated as well. Yeah, people have said here that we should have an adult discussion about this subject, and I've been listening for the last day and a half to that adult discussion, and it seems to me that there are some adults and then there's the rest of us, right? And they're having a conversation with us, and not in reverse. So we had, a terrible situation. As you go around and you talk to people, middle-class working folks, you know what they tell you? They say very clearly, they're working harder, longer for less. Life is tough. And I'll tell you when it started to get tough. It started to get tough, when the federal Liberals started their block transfers. They eliminated their federal deficit on the backs of whom? On the backs of working families and the poor. That's what they did. They transferred it. They shifted it. Then you have the provincial government, Mike Harris, who continued it. He came along and he cut the income tax, 30%. $8 billion less to the provincial treasury. And what did he have to do in return? Hurt working families and the poor, because he took away a lot of their supports. That's exactly what he did. And what have the current Liberals done at Queen's Park? They've continued it. They've continued to pile on. Whom? Working families and the poor. They've done it over and over again. We heard yesterday Councillor Ajamari talk about the corporate tax cuts, or the corporate levels of taxation that we have in Ontario, one of the lowest jurisdictions on the planet. So what have they thunked up now? They've said, oh, we want to engage municipality in an adult conversation. To do what? To pile on. Whom? Working families and the poor. To pile on to their burden even further. So the provincial government is sitting there on a $1.5 billion corporate tax cut that they intend to implement in 2015 through to 2017. $1.3 billion. Where? In one of the lowest corporate jurisdictions in the world, on the planet. They intend to continue that further. So they want to engage us, the kids, in an adult conversation to say what? To pile on working families and the poor. Because no matter how you cut it, that's the way it breaks down. So you hear labels, slogans like, we want a voice at the table. We need to grow a spine. You get into politics to be resilient. Like we've never increased taxes before. Like we didn't just increase taxes in the last municipal budget. Like we didn't increase fees in the last municipal budget. Because we did. We made it tougher for whom? Working families and the poor. Now, what do we have to do? Grow a stiffer spine to do what? To hurt them some more. Why? Because our adult partners want to give away corporate tax cuts to the tune of billions of dollars. Because you have Harper in Ottawa who cuts the GST a couple of points, saving billions of dollars. You got no problem doing that. None whatsoever. Give it back, he says. Give me another mandate. I'll give it back and you give me another mandate. So what do? I engage in an adult conversation with who? With the kids, who have no power nor authority. All we got the power to do, folks, is the power to whine and say, please, 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 please. And you know what our adults say? They say, well, we'll see. Right? Here's your consultation. Provincial government in the last budget has implemented the HOV lanes. They've done it. They start in 2015. $25 million, gross to 45, gross to $250 million Year 10, where was their consultation? Who sat at that table before they implemented that tax? Low-lying fruit, they've picked it. They've done that already. They've done what they were going to do.
Thank you, Councillor Perruzza.